Visit Camp Brightside and enjoy great food and drinks in our rustic dining room or on the huge covered patio. Camp Brightside is not just great food and drinks, but unmatched atmosphere that includes outdoor games, a wiffle ball field, and an outdoor stage. Camp Brightside is located at 8701 Ranch Road 2338 Williams Drive, near Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Camp Brightside is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each Wednesday at 6 p.m. For food and fun like nowhere else in Georgetown, visit Camp Brightside and stay a while.
We're live here at the Eagle Field in the Pavilion out in the left field for tonight's Eagle Nation Coaches Show live here on this beautiful Tuesday night. Coach Durell, another Golden Glove into the collection here at Georgetown. Congratulations, another championship for this Georgetown baseball team. 34-3 overall, now area champs in 5A Region 3, Division 2, but another task ahead of this team coming up in the P&G Indians, but what a series against the Walter Braves, a team that was, I think we would all agree, was a more athletic team than they were last year when we beat them. But this team showed out. Georgetown showed up and won both games 10-0. Talk about this series and what we saw in this Georgetown team to take this win over the Walter Braves.
Yes, Coach Burst did a great job over Walter. Faced a bunch of the same kids that we faced last year in the same round. And our kids showed up, started off early. In both games, we started off kind of slow. It ended up winning 10-0 in both games, but the score doesn't really kind of reflect it. Started a little bit slow, and then found our stride, and found a way to capitalize on some errors and on some walks and some timely hitting, and were able to play great defense. It was a really good week for us defensively. It was a great, even better week for us pitching staff. Our pitching staff stayed low in pitch counts. We were able to stretch those guys out a little bit and really keep those guys on balance.
One thing we can look at here is the two-game totals for the pitching staff. In the two games, only 46 batters faced, 152 pitches overall, only 5 hits allowed. And when you go into the playoffs, I don't care at what level it is to 5-hit a team in 2 games back in a total. Your pitching staff did well, but a great performance by Kate Erickson on Thursday night. I caught her on Friday to get through this. No runs allowed on either of those performances. Minimizing free passes, that was a big one. Only 5 walks through those 46 batters faced, which is a key. I think something that happened in the P&G and Brenham series is a lot of free passes, and P&G jumped on that. Something that this pitching staff did a great job of keeping the free passes, the extra base runners off the base. How key is that as we look forward to the P&G Indians and making sure we continue that performance on the mound to attack these hitters that will come out of these?
That's going to be very important. Our pitchers know that our goal is to get ahead in the count. Our goal is to make sure that we're not giving them free bases, making them earn it. This team that we're going to play, very good at two-strike approach. Like to choke up, like to put the ball in play. Force us to play defense. So it kind of falls into our favor. We're going to fill up the strike zone. We're going to give them a chance to put the ball in play, and our defense is going to take care of business.
One thing that this pitching staff did through the 2 games is the base runners that got on straining base runners. 10 runners left on base, a pickoff that occurred or a race one base runner. But then 5 out of the 12 innings that were thrown, 5 of them were 1-2-3 innings. So you go in and face them and get in and out, and don't let them try to get to work and try to get any runs. How big is that for this pitching staff? It seems that at the right time, these 2 starters are performing at a level that you couldn't ask anything else from them. To attack the strike zone, but allow their defense to work behind them, and great things came out of it.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of keeping pitch counts down, forcing action early in the bats, trying to get ground balls, fly balls early on. We've never been, for right now, we won't be a strikeout team. We're not a team that comes out there and tries to strike out 10, 11, 12 guys a game. We'll get our strikeouts when the time comes, but we're trying to pitch to weak contact, fly balls, ground balls, and let our defense, who's a strong point of our
Then we flip to the offensive side of the ball. 2 games, 69 plate appearances, 53 at-bats, 21 hits in that, 396 batting average as a team in those 2 games. Scattering those 21 hits, 18 RBIs, and 20 runs scored. How big is that at the right time this lineup is starting to produce up and down? One thing that I recognize is you had, make sure I get it right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters over 400 in the series, others right around that number, approaching 400. How key is that this team is hitting the ball well at the right time as well with that pitching?
Yeah, it's our lineup strong. Some weeks, some games, it's the top of our lineup that really does the damage. And then some games, it's the back of our lineup, our 6, 7, 8, 9 hole hitters that are able to get on base, flip the lineup, let Cooper come up there and see if we can't find a way to score runs. The great thing is game by game, we always find a way for one of those halves of the lineups to kind of get hot, and it's fun to watch because once we put both those halves of the lineups together, and both lineups get hot, it's pretty scary for somebody.
P&G coming out of district number 19 over in the greater Beaumont, the Golden Triangle is what it's called in that area, over by the Louisiana border. A team that put up quite a bit of runs in game 3 against Brenham in their final game there. But a team that seems to be well-rounded. They will swing the bats. They do have the arms. How big is it? What are we looking? Do we change our approach, or do we expect anything different out of P&G that we haven't seen so far in the playoffs?
No, it's the P&G program. Coach Erickson there does a great job watching them on film, watching them live in person. They're very similar to what we do. They hustle around, they get it off the field, they play small ball. They're not a home run power team. Watching, they capitalize on other teams' mistakes and run bases extremely well. The great thing is we do the same thing. Our kids know kind of our brand of baseball, and we told our kids last night, we just have to do those things better. There's going to be 2 teams doing similar things. We just have to do the small things better.
As we look into the start of week 3 of the playoffs, regional semifinals, District 23 has 3 teams still playing out of 4. That speaks volumes to the competition that 23 is putting out, the battle between these 2 teams, Wise, Henderson, and Georgetown that happened during the season. How big is that, and what does that say about District 23 to the other coaches when you look at it? You're down to your final 32 in 5A, in 16 in Division 1, 16 in Division 2, and you're sitting with 2 out of 16 in Division 2, and Henderson there fighting in Division 1. How big is that? What does that say about District 23 and the effect they're having in the 5A world right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Our district's doing a great job competing. It's always nice to have one of those teams, that you can play off later on because it's just a closer game. I know our fans. I want to play a home game. I would love to play another home playoff game. If things work out the right ways, we have we have a Weiss still in that we can run into. We have a Liberty Hill that we can run into, and with some implications where we could possibly, hopefully find a game here and fill with that.
One thing we look forward to as you look at the playoff scheduling this year, something different. We saw it in 22. The state semifinal game is at 11, followed by the state championship a couple days later. This year, it's just the state title games. Does that open up the state semifinals to a 3-game series, or is it still a 1-game playoff?
No, it's the state semifinal game is a 3-game series unless both coaches agree upon a 1-game series, which very rarely happens. It's a great thing the UAL did. I wish they would bump even further on and make the state championship game a 3-game series, or the possibility of a 3-game series. But beggars can't be choosers, and just them giving us the opportunity to have a state semi series instead of just a 1 game. It kind of prepares the teams better for the state game, and you have a chance to kind of really see who the better teams are.
Sign Woods is the host side of games this series, the regional semifinals against the P&G Indians. What do we look at? Any difference in what we've seen? I know it's an all-turf service. Some talk about a smaller field. Us not being deep and P&G not being the real deep ball hitters, having the lineups that puts the ball into play, small ball is there. How does that look, and what does Sign Woods bring to the table as a site for this series?
Yeah, it's we researched a lot of locations. It's really hard when you're playing our area versus Houston. There's not a lot of fields that are neutrally in the middle, especially in Beaumont. There were a couple we could have played at, but they get reserved so fast. And if you know somebody who knows somebody, turf surface. Our guys are used to playing on turf. We wanted to find a field that had big enough dugouts for the size of our team. We wanted to have the ability to hit on-field BP before the game, and then, we really looked at all the Cywoods venues, and they were all taken except for this one. And it's a beautiful field, beautiful turf, new fencing, dugouts are nice. The stands aren't covered, but we're playing at 7:00, so it'll be all right for about 30, 35 minutes.
One thing that we talked about the other night, just in passing about, you get to a difficult spot of how you find an even field that each team dives the same amount of miles, the same distance to it. Georgetown a little bit longer drive mileage-wise, but we don't have to go through Houston. P&G is going to have to come through the heart of Houston to get to the other side. We're just about 18 miles further than Waller, just down 290 there at Cywoods. How big is that to allow this team to get off and kind of stay in that routine, to get in early, get the on-field batting practice before, relax, and then be ready for the game?
Yeah, these guys showed resilience during tournament season, taking road trips and playing games, especially in our, in our San Antonio tournament, moving around a little bit, and then moving on to our College Station tournament. It's one of those things where we feel like we travel well. I personally, and I know our kids like to have a moving bus as it moves from one location to the other. Beaumont, coming from Beaumont, they have to go either through Houston or around Houston at 5:00. I'd rather not be in that kind of traffic. It kind of gives me anxiety, and hopefully it does them too, coming through there.
I'm kind of excited that we avoid getting into the main heart of Houston in there. It's Thursday night, 7 p.m., Cywoods High School. And if you literally Google Cywoods baseball field, it'll take you right to it, just off 290, about 18 to 20 miles away from Waller High School, just down 290. It will take on the P&G Indians in the regional semifinals with a chance to move forward and possibly take on a Weiss team. How do you keep the mindset to focus on the opponent at hand and not look forward or look past that, especially at this point, knowing that it could get to a home situation where you might see another home game? How do you keep the focus on the opponent at hand and P&G and keep that there?
It's just kind of what we've done all year. It's from tournament season, from scrimmage season into tournament season to district. Our kids do a great job focusing on one game at a time. We're not worried about game 2. We're not worried about game 3. We're worried about first pitch, game 1. And so just keeping our mind on that and not worrying about the future. I mean, all we can control is the present, where we're at right now. And if we continue, winning days. I challenged our guys on Monday to win Monday morning in the weight room. I don't know if they were lifting. I'm hoping they were, and I'm hoping we beat them. And then we came out here. It was a pretty hot practice. Challenged the guys to beat the guys at practice. I mean, they're practicing 4 hours away from here right now, just like you are, and if they're going to win today or you're going to win today. And so just constantly stacking practices, stacking workouts, so that we can deposit, and then when it's ready to go on Thursday, withdraw.
Game number 1, we will be the visitors against P&G. Do we know uniforms last week changed at the end? P&G or Waltrip likes to wear black at home. We wore the white. What do we know the colors scheme we're going with on Thursday, as we can try to bring the house with the same color lineup and get that crowd going?
Yeah, absolutely. Our opponent's going to wear all white, like they should. Home on Thursday, we're going to go black tops, pinstripe pants. And then on Friday, we're going to go all white jerseys for our home game. And then Saturday, we'll bring a couple sets and kind of see what we're going to do on Saturday if it gets to that point.
So Thursday night will be a blackout kind of a situation. The team will be wearing the black jerseys, white pants with the pinstripes on Thursday night. We are the visitors at Cywoods on Thursday night, 7 p.m. We will have the broadcast on the NFHS network for all of those who aren't traveling or family want to watch. Make sure you jump in, NFHSnetwork.com, and just search for Georgetown High School, and we'll have the call live there on the NFHS network of all 3, hopefully all 2 games on Thursday and Friday, and get done so these boys can enjoy weekend activities as well. We'll let Coach get out of here. Coach, congrats. The train keeps moving for this team, 34-3 overall. By district champs, now area champs. Time to move on with the regional semifinals. Good luck this week. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we're going to go to Connor Young when we get back live here on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show from Eagle Field. Stay with us.
for an old-fashioned dining experience, visit Goldberger Diner on the square in Georgetown. When you walk into this 50-style diner, you'll be greeted with a smile and treated like family. Enjoy breakfast served anytime or come for lunch or dinner and enjoy a great burger, chicken fried steak, old-fashioned liver and onions, or any of the great tasting food on our menu. Goldberger Diner is located at 109 West 7th Street in downtown Georgetown. Goldberger Diner, serving great food to great people.
Made it quick. We're back here live, Eagle Nation Coaches Show, live at the Pavilion down in the left field end. And thanks to Jeff Rogers for cooking. I believe it was Jeff cooking tonight. The tacos here at the tailgate after the practice tonight, giving the team off a Wednesday evening an opportunity to relax before Thursday night's game and the road trip over to Cy Woods. We're joined now by Connor Young, the junior. That man. I'm pulling up stats last night and looking at him. I think you have to talk about him. Against Waltrip at the plate, not even on the mound yet, Connor went 625 from the plate. He had a 625 average, 667 with runners in scoring position, a 1.000 slugging percentage. He had 5 hits, 2 doubles, 3 triples, 3 RBIs from the plate. In the 2 rounds of playoffs for Connor Young, from the plate, he is 7 for 13, batting .538 in the playoffs with a .750 average with runners in scoring position. You love to see, I love to see when players come up and their average goes up when the runners in scoring position. You love to see those players come up. They love to compete, and that's one thing that this young man has done well in this playoff all year long, as we learned on Sunday. But man, what a playoff run he is on. A .750 average with runners in scoring position, a .538 average through the playoffs. It seems like things for this team continue to peak at the right time. It also seems like the mindset after the Bastrop series for this team, you guys didn't come out and play around with Waltrip. I think you guys, it appeared like you guys were on a mission, that there were going to be no doubt left that who was the better team in that series. How much fun was a series like that? I know there was chirping going back and forth. This Waltrip team we knew from last year, but you guys went out and erased a lot of doubt in anybody's mind in this series against Waltrip. How much fun was that? And talk about that series.
I mean, it was awesome. It was definitely fun run ruling 2 teams in the playoffs. I mean, we didn't run rule the other 2, so going out there and run ruling them was just definitely a big thing of momentum. And obviously, the second one, we jumped on it a bit faster than the other one. First one was a little slow at the start, but we picked it up at the end, which is good, and we carried that straight into the next game. So that's good to have that momentum, and hopefully we can just build off that going into on Thursday. 2
pitching performances in the playoffs for yourself, 12 innings thrown, 2 victories. You faced 44 hitters in those 2 games, only giving up 3 hits. In this series against Waltrip, only 1 hit in your outing, no runs. You walked 2, only struck out 1. 12 strikeouts in the 2 performances through the series, the 2 series so far. Stranding a lot of players on base. 6 innings out of your 12 thrown. You've gone into a 1-2-3 inning. It seems like on the mound right now you have settled into a groove and things are just working well. Talk about that and how everything looked for you. How did that game come to you against Waltrip and the domination that you guys showed the other night?
I mean, it definitely starts with my defense. I mean, I'm so reliable in them, and I know that if I go right at them early, I mean, even if they take, like, I can work a count later, but, I mean, if they swing, I mean, I got a good defense behind me that if I just get weak contact, I mean, I know that I'm going to get them out. I know Bastrop they chased a lot more than Waltrip did. I mean, Waltrip was aggressive, but they swung at the right pitches, so definitely hit me a little bit more, but it was all weak contact. My defense had my back the whole way through.
When we look at batting averages against for a pitcher, you see what the other teams happen to do. In the series against Waltrip, only allowing a .063 batting average through the playoffs, allowing a .077 batting average, and the team as a whole, a .125 batting average. Keeping the hits to a minimum, this team has only given up 5 hits against Waltrip in the 2 games. How big is that, knowing that this defense, that confidence that you guys are able to have on the mound? One thing that seems like from a different standpoint from us watching is this defense doesn't allow 1 error to become 2 or 3. How much confidence does that give you on the mound? And then behind the plate, when you're controlling this offense or this defense and calling out the signals, calling the pitches, how much confidence is that to give you guys to know that you're not going to continue to beat yourselves with errors? It's going to be we move on and continue to shut things down.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps me and Cade think that we can go right at them. I mean, we don't think that we have to do it ourselves and go strike everybody out. Like, it doesn't – we can go right at them. We can throw strikes. We don't let the walks, like, give them free bases because, I mean, the free bases are, like, the biggest thing that's going to kill us, and that can lead to more and more runs. But if we go at them early and don't give up any walks, one error is not going to hurt us at all because we know we're going to go out and get the next one.
Only one stolen base allowed. Actually, again, Waltrip had 0 stolen bases in the 2 games. How much fun do you guys have trying to, one, keep runners close, keep them at bay and not allow them to run, but know that this defense is itching to go after guys on base, back picking at first base, taking shots down if they try to take bases from you guys, especially being one of the catchers. How much fun is that, knowing that you competing almost within yourselves at making sure you don't let them get into that scoring position or even to third base to create any kind of havoc?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't very aggressive on the bases. They had to try and bunt a lot, and I mean, they didn't really get their bunts down either, so that really helped. And I know I'm definitely really aggressive. I know Caleb is too, about wanting to throw people out. I mean, we probably wanted them to steal more, but they tried to bunt, and they couldn't even get the bunts down, so that kind of killed them.
What's the mindset of this team now? 2 series in. You guys got a Bastrop team frustrated with yourselves more than anything in what Bastrop was able to do or tried to do, but then a 10-0 win on Thursday, a 10-0 win on Friday. What's the mindset for this team away from the coaches as you guys go in the weight room, as you guys are out on the field? What's the mindset for this team as you guys get ready for P&G on Thursday night?
Just got to go in the weight room and practice and work harder than we know P&G is. We know they're going to work hard. We know they had a little – I mean, it was a battle between them and Brenham. I mean, it definitely wasn't close, and they don't want to have any errors, mistakes like they might have had against them. So they're going to go out and practice a lot. We just have to make sure we're doing it better.
As a team, when you sit back now and you look towards Thursday, how much fun are you guys having? 34-3 overall. You have a district championship. You have a by-district championship. You have an area championship. Does any of that matter at this point, or is it all that goal a few weeks down the road?
Definitely that goal. I mean, we're still thinking one at a time. We want to go game by game, but yeah, we all have that same end goal, and I know everybody out here is excited, and we're ready.
Thursday night, it's at Cy Woods to take on the P&G Indians. Before I let you get out of here, you're becoming a common thread. He may just host the next few shows with me, just make it easier. He'll just be one of the ones that's up here. Any shout-outs before I let you go?
Parents of my teammates.
It's Connor Young, your junior pitcher, catcher, hitter, does a lot for this team, joining us live here tonight. We'll take a quick timeout, and we come back with the twins. Braden and Braden will join us next. The twin senior Bradens will join us live here on the Eagle Nation Coaches Show at the field. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Visit Camp Brightside and enjoy great food and drinks in our rustic dining room or on the huge covered patio. Camp Brightside is not just great food and drinks, but unmatched atmosphere that includes outdoor games, a wiffle ball field, and outdoor stage. Camp Brightside is located at 8701 Ranch Road 2338 Williams Drive, near Ronald Reagan Boulevard. Camp Brightside is the host of the Eagle Nation Coaches Show each Wednesday at 6 p.m. For food and fun like nowhere else in Georgetown, visit Camp Brightside and stay a while.
Back here live at the field as we get the vocals warmed up. Guys, quite a hitting performance. This team went out and showed no doubt. It looked like, from watching from the stands, that this team came in with a different mindset after Bastrop. And you guys attacked right away. If we go, I'll flip back to the stats. So I want to make sure we go over them. In the series against Waltrip, Braden Curtin, 3 for 6, batted .500. He had 2 singles and a triple, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, walked once, was not hit by a pitch. That was good. That's usually Cooper Thomas that gets hit by the pitches. Braden Rogers, 3 for 6 on the series, batted .500. Both of them continue to put the ball into play. One thing that you seem to do well, Braden Rogers, we'll go to the last name, apologize, is the 2-strike hitting. A lot of players seem to get frazzled or get down and get a lot more tense and tighten up when the 2 strikes hit. And it seems like a lot of your base hits right back up the middle come with 2 strikes where you continue to just battle with these pitchers. How much fun are you having in a series like this against the Waltrip Rand teams? You guys saw them last year. You come out and dominated them this year. How much fun was that in that? How much fun was it able to enjoy the moment, batting 500 in a series like this?
It was really fun. It was definitely expected. We kind of knew what their team was like. They had a lot of returning starters. We were really confident in us, and yeah, we just played how we always play.
And then you get a guy that Mr. Curtin here that goes up and puts a triple down the left field wall. You guys, it just seemed like this team was at a different comfort level against Waltrip than you were against Bastrop. Maybe the frustration, maybe whatever happened with Bastrop. It's like you guys came in, settled down, ready to go about this. How was that, and how do you keep that kind of a momentum going as you head into this week with P&G?
I think there was a little bit. People were nervous for the first round. I think since our lineup's junior heavy, I think they haven't played any playoff games like that before, and they're a little nervous. But I think that after the first round, we realized that it's just another game and don't need to take it too seriously. I mean, there's a lot of stakes, but we just got to go out there and play our game. And I think we did that last round, and hopefully we carry that into this next week.
As two of the key seniors on this team that are in the game a lot, you see you constantly in the lineup, typically at 4 and 5 in the lineup, DHing at first base. How do you guys maintain that discipline as a team and that leadership as a group of seniors that it's just another game and that you're prepared to roll in? It doesn't matter who comes out. It's that nameless, faceless opponent, but that you guys are prepared and this senior class continues to lead that way.
Coach Durell says it all the time. Stay at an even kill. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Just same confidence, same routine. Don't change anything. And another game, another round.
Sunday night on Mother's Night, we had the baseball banquet. It always tends to happen for this program before the season ends, and that's always a good thing because there's more to celebrate after. What was it like going through it in your senior year, where the banquet is typically and focused around this senior class? What was that like, and knowing that was fun, it was great, but there's more baseball to be played for you guys?
It's definitely fun being able to celebrate the season that we've had, but also know that there's more to come. And most teams get to celebrate, but they're done after that, but we're not. And it's just a good feeling because we know that we haven't got to where we want to yet, but we still have stuff to celebrate, and that's all really fun.
How do you guys take it and enjoy the win against Waltrip in a 2-game sweep like that, a 10-0 wins on both games, and celebrate it but not let it linger and able to drop it and go on to the next opponent and be ready for P&G on Thursday?
Definitely just keep the same momentum. We know that they're just like us, and we think we execute better. The coaches think. I think we think that too, and we just have a lot of confidence and just play like it's our last.
How do you stay loose in the preparations this week to not get over nervous, let it get overhyped, but yet to be structured in that preparation and be ready to go to Thursday night?
Just remember that it's another game. Play a lot of hacky sack. That keeps me pretty calm and collected, and then just go into it knowing that it's another game, but also know that it could be our last and that I got to fight for my team. But also remember that it's just another game. Go have fun.
As the accolades come for this team, the 3 titles now so far, the district champs, the by-district champs, the area champs, those all have the senior class's name written on them. How do you focus now and to enjoy them, but not let them take a precedence, knowing that the bigger prize is a few weeks down the road?
I mean, we expected that, so it's not really a surprise. Yeah, I mean, it's in the past, so we just got to worry about the next round and the next round, and then win a state championship.
How much are you guys able to soak this in as seniors and enjoying the ride at the same time, knowing that the focus has to be ahead and not let yourself get that it could be the last game? How do you guys, are you able to absorb it and enjoy this time and the memories you're making right now?
Yeah, definitely take it all in. This has been a great year, and we've done a lot more than I think people expected us to. And you got to enjoy it, but also you can't focus too much on the past. You got to stick to what's happening, what next game is coming, and so it's kind of hard to balance that. But just take it in, but also be ready for the next game.
How much do you guys actually hope you don't get to graduate with the class?
Well,
let's be honest.
Coach Payne said we have to, and Coach Durell, so we actually have to graduate.
So you just have to win some series and get it knocked out. So you're available for it. As this team goes, as this team continues to get closer and closer, tighter and tighter, the play seems to be laid back. That you guys are able to have fun with the hacky sack before the game. Very relaxed, but when it's work time, it's back to work and showtime happens, and then the game goes. How do you guys enjoy that, but not let it get out of control?
I mean, we're pretty good at we just kind of, I don't know, we just kind of do it. I mean, we play hacky sack, and then we just know once you go down the line, pray for the team. We just kind of lock it in, and after that, it's pretty much business from there.
What's one thing you take from the first 3 weeks, the district championship, the by-district, and the area championship? What's one thing you take and you're going to remember the most as you move on here and go to the regional semifinals?
Never be satisfied. Like, stay on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Yeah.
What about you?
Pretty much the
That was
same
a pretty
thing.
good answer.
That was a pretty good
I was
answer.
gonna say, that was pretty good. Before I let you guys get out of here, as these seniors, your class continues to lead this team. Obviously, looking at the stats there for you two guys, hitting 500 in a series like this. How much are you looking forward to Thursday night now? Every game that you get to play and put on that G one more time. How excited are you for Thursday, knowing you got a couple of days to get ready?
I mean, I'm so excited. I was talking to Coach earlier. I was telling him I wish tomorrow was Thursday. Got to go through a whole other day before we play, but I'm so excited. Like, when we play good teams and it's the playoffs and it means all that, it's just so fun, and I can't wait to do it.
Yep. See, I told you they're twins. They just answer for each other. It makes it easy. Before I let you get out of here, any shout-outs?
Shout out Jared. Shout out my family, and shout out my teammates.
Shout out Jared, my family, my teammates, and God.
It's Braden Curtin. It's Braden Rogers, number 10, number 11, the two twins, the senior twins on the Georgetown Eagle team. We'll take a quick time out. We come back. We'll wrap it up. It's the Eagle Nation Coaches Show live from the field. Stay with us.
For an old-fashioned dining experience, visit Goldberger Diner on the square in Georgetown. When you walk into this 50-style diner, you'll be greeted with a smile and treated like family. Enjoy breakfast served anytime, or come for lunch or dinner and enjoy a great burger, chicken fried steak, old-fashioned liver and onions, or any of the great tasting food on our menu. Goldberger Diner is located at 109 West 7th Street in downtown Georgetown. Goldberger Diner, serving great food to great people.
I don't know if this is the right mic. It may be. We'll see. Hopefully the volume's all right. We go chance to wrap it up. And I tell you what, it was one thing to look at and talk to these gentlemen, but one thing, if a lot of you, I don't know if you watch or are able to see the stats on Game Changer, Georgetown finished with 5 kids with over 400 batting averages against Waltrip as a team, batting .396. And not many series you're going to go to in the playoffs at a situation like that where your team's going to hit 400 as a team and dominate the way they did. But then to have batting averages of 625, 500, 400, and 429, and 21 hits and 53 at-bats. It just was impressive to watch. And then to see what Kate Erickson and Connor Young did on the mound, the domination of a team that plays 5A baseball in Houston and went 22-8 coming into that series. They were used to winning and being that team, and it was just impressive to watch. And so it's been so fun to watch. It'll be Thursday night at Cy Wood, so make sure everyone comes out. Wear black on Thursday night. The team will be in the black uniforms, the white pants with the blue pinstripes, but an opportunity to get out there and make some noise. P&G will travel. I don't know if you've ever seen their programs, their football team. they have football games during the season that have 10 to 15,000 people in the stands week in and week out. This school travels. They've got nothing else to do down there in the wasteland of Port Neches Grove, Port Arthur, and Beaumont, and near Louisiana. And they will travel. And so it's important that Georgetown get out there, which Georgetown always travels well, to get out there and support this Eagle team. On Thursday night, Cy Woods High School, 7 p.m. will be the first pitch. Watch the social medias on the GroupMe if you're on that, and the other social medias. Be paying attention. The official traveling pregame selector is Brian Green, and so he will put something out for us to congregate at and grab a meal together, some Cokes and waters and stuff like that, and to be ready to go over to Cy Woods and support your Georgetown Eagle baseball team. They sit 34-3 overall. They are your district champs, your by-district champs, and your area champs. Moving on to the regional semifinals to take on the P&G Indians in Cy Woods in Cypress, Texas. Thanks for joining us tonight. To Jeff Rogers and the bountifulness of food continues to show out in his cooking abilities. And so if you want catering, he started his own catering business. Reach out to Jeff Rogers. He has nothing else to do on the side. So a little plug there for you, Jeff. It's free. No worries. But thanks for joining us tonight live here from Eagle Field. We'll be on the road to bring you Georgetown baseball on the NFHS network. If you can't remember it, no free high school sports. That will be you to the website, and you'll get to hear hopefully somebody else join me this week to call the game. Maybe Jeff will put on a headset this week to call this game against Georgetown and P&G. To Coach Durell, thanks for being here. To Connor, Braden, the twins, for joining us tonight. We enjoyed it, and it's another night to celebrate Georgetown Eagle baseball with the plan that we'll be back here again next week to celebrate a regional semifinal championship as well. Thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, we'll end it the same way as I always do. It doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.
Visit Camp Brightside and enjoy great food and drinks in our rustic dining room or on the huge covered patio. Camp Brightside is not just great food and drinks, but unmatched atmosphere that includes outdoor games, a wiffle ball field, and an outdoor stage. Camp Brightside is located at 8701 Ranch Road.